Chalk Talk number 3 of the season, and this play not particularly a good one. The outcome for the Seahawks anyway, and the way the calls went at the end, a very good one as they moved to 2-1. I want to highlight this play. This is the 4th and 3 play. Right before they give the ball back to Green Bay, stuff them, and begin their drive before the Hail Mary. This is a huge one, and there's going to be a lot of parallels between this one and Chalk Talk number 1 in that Arizona game. Some things that the Hawks and their O-line in particular did really well, in some areas where their receivers and their quarterback still have to finish. Because like Pete Carroll said, and he'll continue to reiterate, they're going to play the game conservatively on offense, trust their defense, and when they do that, we're going to have a lot of close games. We're going to have a lot of Chalk Talks throughout this season where the game comes down to maybe this play. And what a different narrative it would have been. If everybody executes on this play, and I'll walk through in just a moment, you never get to a Hail Mary. Instead, it's 13-12, maybe 15-12 if you get the 2-point. You're kicking off to Green Bay with 2 minutes to go with your defense. No side story, no drama, no Hail Mary. Your defense against Green Bay's offense up 15-12 or 13-12. Instead, this is an incomplete pass. You stuff them, you get the ball back, and we all know the rest of the story. On these Chalk Talks, I always want to begin at this position here, because on offense, it's what the quarterback has to do. He's got to scan the field. He's got to see, first and foremost, the safeties. That's the first thing that you look at when you come out, and especially in a moment like this. 4th and 3, game on the line, game-changing play. I'm the quarterback. What are they doing with the safeties? Because the safeties often tell you the structure of the rest of the defense. And not only the quarterback, but Mr. Tate on this play in just a minute has also got to see what's going on with the whole rest of the field. So as you can see, and they're at the 7-yard line going in, how many safeties do you see right now on this play? Do you see a middle safety? Do you see 2 deeper safeties? No. You see 0 safeties. Why? Because all of the defensive backs are lined up in man-to-man coverage, and everybody else is on that line of scrimmage. This is once again cover 0. Going to be all-out blitz. There are no safeties. He should see this. He should see this. And beyond that, one of the other tells. In the game of poker, you're always looking for a tell, and sometimes they'll bluff you and they'll move safeties and try to mess around. They didn't. They lined up and showed it. The other tell is technique. Anytime those DBs are inside leverage, and these are things you can look for in those moments on TV. Where are the safeties? Where's the technique of the DBs? Anytime they're inside leverage, that is a tell that they're going to play man-to-man. Because in man-to-man, you can't be outside. They run a little slant route, get inside you, you got you beat. They're always going to take away the inside first. They did that. They're telling you it's cover 0 with no safety and inside technique. That's number 1. Number 2, that Arizona game, and we highlighted it throughout. What was the issue? What was the problem? All that blitz up the gut. What are teams going to do against a 5'10 quarterback? They're going to blitz him up the gut. They want to get people in his face right away, and that's exactly what Green Bay does. Look at all the bodies at the line of scrimmage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against your 5 linemen and your tight end. If he releases, you've got 6 on 5, you're outmanned. Instead, they keep their tight end in. They move Marshawn Lynch out of the backfield. He's accounted for and taken care of. Braylon Edwards didn't know he even played, but he's taken care of. He's going to clear it out. Now the game becomes, as so often is the case, 2-on-2 if your O-line can pick it up. And you know what the group did here that they didn't do week 1 against Arizona? They squeezed and they fanned. Here's what I mean. Tight end, Evan Moore blocks the linebacker. Well, now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys to block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks good, right? Well, look at the alignment here. Who is Breno going to block? Nobody's head up on him. They have to squeeze down. Why? Because they're bringing this blitz. And why are they doing that in pressure? Because they want Clay Matthews on an edge. They want Clay Matthews on a back or on a tight end, or they want him on an edge. The Seahawks did a great job of Breno squeezing all the way down, Moffitt squeezing, Unger fanning, left guard fanning, McQuiston, and giving Okung a chance to get a body on a body. They did a perfect call in their empty protection there of squeezing this side and what they call fanning out to the opposite side and giving Russell Wilson plenty of space and room to make the throw. And now it's a game. Now it's out on the schoolyard, man. Now it's 2-on-2. All this other mess is taken care of. All these other guys are blocked and accounted for. They're taking account for the routes. And now this becomes a 2-man game. Exactly what you want. 1-on-1, 2-on-2, let's go, we win. Because Sidney Rice runs that corner route, and Golden Tate has what's called a hitch that converts. It's a smash that converts and versus man coverage, and this is what's going on in Golden's mind. All this is flying around. The noise is crazy. It's 2 minutes. The game's on the line. I know I've got to be thinking, if it's man-to-man, okay, and that DB's inside, it's man-to-man, I can't stay here. I can't muddy the picture. I can't be in between. And you always hear that in baseball. Don't be in between. Be decisive. And if Golden Tate realizes it's man, which he should have, and breaks it in this way, then guess what? This DB's on his back. And guess what Sidney Rice has? All of this room to work. Guess how clear this picture becomes to him. And who knows? If he breaks it in hard, maybe this DB's on his hip, he throws to Golden Tate, he scores a second touchdown that way, not a Hail Mary. Instead, he's in between. He muddies the whole picture up. Sidney Rice has the DB beat. Russell, who floated that corner route against Arizona to the receiver Charlie Martin for an incompletion, instead learns from it, puts it on a line to the boundary. Sidney Rice is going to make that play on replay. Instead, Golden's in between. He reaches up with one arm. He doesn't make the play. Well, and the rest becomes history.